On a chilly evening in New York, the streets were alive with the sounds of honking horns and rushing footsteps. Among the sea of faces, a homeless man named Jack sat quietly on a curb, holding a cardboard sign that read, "Will work for food." His clothes were tattered, his face lined with hardship, and his eyes carried the weight of countless struggles. Thousands passed by without sparing him a glance, their lives too busy to notice the man who had lost everything. Little did Jack know, his life was about to change in a way he could never have imagined. A sleek black SUV pulled up to the curb, catching Jack's attention. The door opened, and out stepped a sharply dressed man, holding a business card in his hand. Jack looked up, confused, as the man extended the card toward him. "Be at Trump Tower tomorrow at 10 a.m., the man said in a calm but authoritative voice. Before Jack could ask any questions, the man turned and walked away, leaving him frozen in disbelief. Was this some kind of cruel joke, or was it a genuine opportunity? That night, Jack lay awake, clutching the card as a spark of hope flickered in his heart. The next morning, Jack mustered all his courage and made his way to Trump Tower. As he entered the towering glass building, he felt out of place amidst the bustling professionals in tailored suits. A receptionist guided him to a private elevator that ascended swiftly to the top floor. When the doors opened, Jack found himself in a grand office, its walls lined with awards and photographs. Behind the massive desk sat Donald Trump himself, his presence commanding and intimidating. "Jack," Trump began, his voice firm but not unkind, "I've heard you're looking for work. I believe in giving people second chances, but here's the deal. You'll have to prove yourself. If you're willing to work hard and push through challenges, there's a place for you here." Jack, overwhelmed and unsure what to say, nodded eagerly. He didn't fully understand why Trump had chosen him, but he wasn't about to waste the opportunity. Jack's first day was anything but easy. He was given a custodial job, cleaning offices and running errands for employees who barely acknowledged him. Some of his colleagues mocked him, whispering behind his back about the homeless guy Trump hired. But Jack refused to let the humiliation break him. Each night, he stayed late, scrubbing floors and organizing files, determined to prove his worth. Weeks passed and Jack began to find his footing. One day, while delivering documents to a meeting room, he overheard a conversation that would test his resolve. An employee had fumbled an important presentation in front of a group of high-profile clients. The room was tense, and the deal seemed on the verge of collapse. Jack hesitated for a moment, then stepped forward, surprising everyone. "Excuse me," Jack said, his voice steady despite his nerves. "I think I can help." All eyes turned to him, some skeptical, others curious. Drawing on his street smarts and resourcefulness, Jack presented an idea that was simple yet brilliant. By the end of his explanation, the clients were nodding in agreement, and the deal was salvaged. The room erupted in applause, and Jack's colleagues looked at him with newfound respect. From the back of the room, Donald Trump watched the scene unfold, a small smile playing on his lips. That evening, Trump called Jack into his office. "You've done well, Jack," Trump said, sliding a contract across the desk. "You've proven that hard work and determination can overcome any obstacle. Starting today, you're a manager." Jack stared at the contract, tears welling up in his eyes. For the first time in years, he felt like he belonged, like he had a future. Months later, Jack was unrecognizable. Dressed in a crisp suit, he carried himself with confidence and dignity. But he never forgot where he came from. Using his newfound resources, Jack started a program to help other homeless individuals, offering them the same second chance Trump had given him. The ripple effect of Jack's kindness was felt far and wide, inspiring others to lend a hand to those in need. And as he stood outside Trump Tower one evening, watching the city lights flicker, Jack reflected on the journey that had brought him there. One act of kindness had not only transformed his life, but also given him the power to change the lives of others. Because sometimes all it takes is one chance, one person willing to believe in you, to turn the impossible into reality.